Good morning, dear students. This is Sudhir Shukla. Hope you are well. So let's start our discussion for the topic satellite signal acquisition. Let's talk about satellite signal acquisition. See, generally GPS signal acquisition is a search process. Let me write the first point. GPS signal acquisition is a search process. Is a search process. Generally, we can say the main purpose of acquisition is to identify the visible satellites in the data and then find the beginning point of the C by A code and the Doppler frequency by correlating the incoming signal with receiver generated signal. So as we have discussed in GPS section, there we come to know that GPS stand for basically global positioning system, through which we are going to locate an object. We are getting the position of an object. That's why it is said to be a search process. So this GPS signal is a combination of a carrier wave. Generally, if I say this GPS signal is a combination of carrier wave what it so C by A code and navigation message. In order to extract the navigation message from the GPS signal, it is necessary to remove the carrier wave, that means demodulator, and the CA code despread. And after the demodulation and despreading, we get only the navigation message and noise. So these navigation messages are then interpreted based on the definition or coding scheme provided in the interface control document, that is ICD of a GPS. So demodulation and data recovery of a direct sequence spread spectrum signal involves several operations. So let me write this point. Demodulation and data recovery of a direct sequence spread spectrum signal involves several operations. In which the first one is carrier synchronization, the second one is chip synchronization, the third one is coarse despreading signal acquisition, the fourth one is code synchronization, code tracking, code synchronization, code tracking, data demodulation, so these are the several operations which is a part of a DSS. That means direct sequence spread spectrum signal involves these such operations. It means the first one is carrier synchronization, means from transmitter earth station to receiver earth station, the carrier signal should be synchronized. The synchronization is must. The second one is chip synchronization, means the internal or external chip which store data, that must be time to time, it must also be synchronized. That means the stored data, that must be synchronized with the present data. Coarse despreading signal acquisition, that despreading of the signal, that should also be done. Fourth one is code synchronization, code tracking. Fifth one is data demodulation. These are such types of operations basically which DSSS that involves. So since there are several strategies and system configurations that can be used for acquisition, and I have told you what is the main purpose of acquisition. That means to identify the visible satellites in the data. So this explanation will be based on a block diagram which I will draw, and with this we will make the following assumptions. So first of all, let me draw the diagram. Here it is RF, here it is antenna, it is down converter, so our local oscillator, correlator, this is here it is threshold comparator, and here it is local code generator. This is what a figure for receiver configuration for signal acquisition. See, for this block diagram, we will have to make some few assumptions. What is first assumption? The spreading code period is relatively short. This is the first assumption, that spreading code period should be relatively short. The second is demodulation is coherent. That is, the local oscillator is phased logged to the carrier or the IF. If down conversion is done in stages, got it. And third one is transmitter and receiver chip rates are equal. So the code is an M sequence generated in a linear feedback shift register. No data is transmitted during acquisition. There is no noise or interference. And code modulation is binary phase shift key, that is BPSK. So this search process, like the tracking process, requires replication of both the code and the carrier of the SV to acquire the SV signal. That is, the signal match for success is two dimensional. The range dimension is associated with the replica code. So the initial search process is always a C by A code search for C by A code receivers, and usually that begins with a C by A code. C by A code means course acquisition code. Search for P by code receivers. So the initial C by A code search usually involves replicating all 1, 0, 2, 3 bits. So C by A code phase states in the range dimension, and the criteria for direct C by A code and direct P by code acquisition, that will be discussed later on. And if the range and Doppler uncertainty are known, then the search pattern should cover the 3 sigma values of the uncertainty. So if the uncertainty is large in either or both dimensions, the search pattern is correspondingly large, and the expected search time increases. So here this is a receiving antenna, which basic function is to convert the EM waves into electrical energy. And once the signals are connected and transmit from this radio frequency part, that frequency is down converted. That frequency is down converted with the help of this local oscillator. The down converted frequency, that is intermediate frequency, is correlated with the local code generator. That both signals are correlated. And after it all, the two values are compared with a threshold value. Once we get the low value, means below the threshold, that value is again given to the local code generator, and again it is given to the correlator. So here generally what we do, basically we are going to compare that received signal with the threshold value comparator, and once we have more value greater than this threshold value, we come to know the searching process, means there is a object which is to be located. So some criteria must be established to determine when to terminate the search process for a given signal and select another signal. So fortunately the range dimension for C by code search is bounded by the ambiguity of a C by A code to only 1023 chips. So total range uncertainty. But it is essentially bounded for direct P by code search. So dear students, this is What about a small discussion for satellite signal acquisition? So while discussing it, if you have any doubt, you can directly ask to me without any hesitation. I hope what I have taught to you that you better understands. If you have any query, just ask me. And I hope you will take care of yourself. So thank you so much for this discussion and being a part of this video. Thank you, students.